In this video, we will talk about the editing of output style, and sometimes we need to edit the output style. For example, here uh, the output style is the words for design general style. For example, if I want to edit the cell host microbes output style, for that I have to click on the edit, then output styles, then edit cell host microbe. First of all, about this style, this is for the journal Cell, Host, and Microbe, and is based on Vancouver, and then category is biology, then it is published by the Cell Trust Press, then URL of the journal, and like that. This is a brief introduction about the style of this journal, and here is the punctuation. It is published in English, and there are only two options, French or English. English is the default option, so I don't want to change. Spaces are removed before these multi-part punctuation marks. If we want, we can change it. Then anonymous work, how the anonymous work will appear, use the full title in place of the author. But if we want, we can leave the author blank, use short title in place of the author, so we can change from here. Then page numbers, according to this style, page number should be from the start to the end, and all the page numbers should appear like that. There must not be any abbreviation or like that. But if you want, you can change, show only the first page, show only the last page, abbreviate the last page keeping two digits, just like this one, starting from 123 to 25. So these are the examples. You can select any example according to your requirements. So in this way, you can change the style. Then name, according to this general, this style, abbreviation one, there may be one, two, three, four abbreviations. We have already talked about the journal term list, and in the journal term list, there may be one, two, three, or four abbreviations. And in this case, abbreviation one will be used by the cell host microbe journal, cell host and microbe journal. Then sections, we can also create the sections, but usually in the research articles, review articles, we don't need to create the sections of the bibliography. These are required for the dissertations where our dissertation may be of 2, 3, or 4 chapters, 5 chapters, and we have to cite the references of each chapter separately. For that, we can create the section, but in this case, for the research article, review article, or only one book chapter, we don't need to create the sections. Then the most important thing is citation. And here is the template for the citation. The template for this citation is the bibliography number, and the citation will appear as author and then year. If you want to insert any field in this, you can also insert, for example, I want to insert the title pages. Just I want to insert the page. So in this way, you can see pages, then bibliography and number. At the end, you will see that there will be a change in the citations. For example, here, this citation is based on the number. I can add the author, then number. So I have added the author, then number, and it will change in the citation. And in this way, you can add or delete anything from the citation. How the citation will appear, you can decide from here. Then for ambiguous citation, you can say include the author initial or the full name in the citation. In this way, you can click on any option and you can change that. For the author list, if here the default option is list all author names, but if three or more than three, then the first author, and then abbreviate with at all. And if you want to, for example, if I want to change it into italic, I can do that. But because this style is based on numbers, so I'm not changing that. Then abbreviation author list, subsequent appearances. For example, if one article may be cited 2, 3 times or 4 times in an article can be cited. In the first time, it will appear if 3 or more than 3, then the first author and abbreviated with et al. And then if it appears second, third time, then list all. Then 3 or more than 3 again will be abbreviated with et al. So in this way, you can change the settings. Then author names, you can use how the author name should appear in the citation. For example, James Smith, Smith, Jenny, Smith, Jen, with comma, and with the first name first and the second name last name at the end. In this way, you can change the name format of the author in the citation and capitalization. If you want that all the author names should appear, they should be capitalized, then you can do from here. All upper cases, all small caps are like that. In this way, you can change, you can select anything from the author names. And then number eight, if we use the ranges for the consecutive citations. For example, one way is that if I am writing one line, and for one line I am citing three references, that it is the conclusion of following three references. So I have to cite all those three references. One way is that it should appear as one, comma, two, comma, three. And second way is that 1, 2, 3. So in this way, you can you can change the ranges, then you can choose one number for reference cited together. And this way, you can group the references. Usually, in the journal, where we have to submit the research articles or review articles, they don't require like that. They don't cite the references. Most of the journal uh, don't need the group references. They only need uh, references alone. Then sort order. Sort order, for example, if more than two, three references are cited at the same point, then same as the bibliography. One is the sort order that all the references should be cited as they appear in the bibliography. Second is that you can change the author plus title, then author year plus title, then year and down chart and other. In case of other, you can change. You can add what you want. If you want that the citations at the same point, two or three citations, they should appear according to the year of the publication, according to any criteria which is mentioned in the sort option. You can select that. And then in the bibliography, here is a template for the bibliography. You can change any template for the generic, for the book section, for the computer program, or like that. Here for the journal article, I am selecting. Here, the journal article should appear author, then year, then title, then journal, then volume, and volume should be italic, then part or supplement, then pages, and then article number or DOI. There here is in the parentheses. I don't want parentheses in the journal article. So for that, I am removing the parentheses from the from the journal for the journal article. It is only for distinction because of the references from the books or the other articles from the news articles or the book chapters generate to differentiate that. I have not changed for the other options, just I am changing it for the general article. Then field substitution, if the VOE number is empty, then use this or like that. If you can substitute the fields, then layout, then sort order. Sort order at the end for example for this journal, specifically this journal is using the number based citations and references, so the order of appearance is the basic. If you want that it should appear on the author and title, then author year title, and you can change that. Then again categories you can change, add, then author list. From here you can change that if more than three, four, five authors, then how should it appear? If one or two, then how should it appear? You can change from the author list. Then author names, how the author name should appear. There are many options. That the first name first and then last name, and then last name first, then comma, then last name. And in this way you can change from here. You can select what you want. And then editor editor list, you can again change that if a book is written by more than two editors or three editors, then how should they appear within the citation? You can select from here, then editor names how they will appear, then title capitalization. If you want that, you can capitalize your titles, and if you want, you can leave the title as enter, and even if you want, you can sentence style capitalization. But whatever you want, you can change from here. So, in this editing menu, we have made only few changes, and we will look at I'm going to save it, and after saving, I will update my Microsoft Word file. And in this, we have edited the cell host microbe, cell host and microbe style, and now I'm going to update this style. We have made few changes, and these changes should appear in the citation as well as in the bibliography. We will check it. Now I am selecting update citations and bibliography. It is taking few seconds because there are more than 140 citations in this manuscript. That's why it may be taking some time. You know, here you can see very interesting that the style, original style was that the number should appear. But in the citations menu, we have changed that first author and then number. Then here we can see eligible at all 20 years. Then other author and 29. In this way, all the changes which we have made in the uh, editing and then citation, these are appearing uh, in the Word by updating it. Now we have to look at the reference list. Here you can see this is a journal article because it is published in Annals of the New York Academy of Sciences. And here, we have changed that here should not appear in the parentheses. So parentheses, you can't see the parentheses in this reference. Now we have to find out the book reference or the generic references for which I can show that the parentheses are present. Here you can see this is oxygen, the molecule that made the earth. Out Oxford, and it may be a book. So here, because we have not changed the output style, output bibliographic style for the book, so you can see the parentheses in parentheses outside the year. But for the here, for the journal, there is no parentheses. So in this way, you can edit the output style and make it. You can customize it. You can change it. In the next video, I will try to elaborate that how we make a new output style in Endnote. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments. I will try to answer it. Thank you so much.